Robert Galbraith's The Hallmarked Man Mystery Book Summary and Review. A vault full of silver, and a body that shouldn't exist. As Cormoran Strike and Robin Ellacott dig deeper, every clue pulls them into a web of secrets, danger, and betrayal. This is The Hallmarked Man. The vault was meant to keep secrets. Heavy doors, cold stone, and shelves lined with polished silver, goblets, plates, ritual ornaments that glimmered faintly in the dark. But in the deepest shadows of that room, something grotesque had been hidden. A body, dismembered, tucked away among treasures meant for ceremonies. When the police pried open the vault of the silver shop, they expected stolen goods. Instead, they found what was left of a man. And with that grisly discovery, the newest case of private detective Cormoran Strike begins, a case that will drag him and his partner Robin Ellacott through a labyrinth of missing men, secret societies, and dangerous truths buried behind silver and stone. Not long after the police announced their theory, that the body belongs to a convicted armed robber, a woman appears at Strike's office door. Her name is Decima Mullins, and she is not convinced by the official story. Her voice trembles, not with weakness, but with urgency. She carries a baby in her arms, her baby, whose father has vanished. Decima believes that the body in the vault was not the robber the police claim, but the man she loved, the father of her child. That is why she comes to Strike. She needs answers, not speculation. And as she speaks, Strike studies her with that measured gaze of his, the one that notices everything, from the way her hands tighten on the blanket of the baby, to the quiet desperation in her eyes. Something about her certainty lodges in his mind. Something about her story demands attention. And so, despite the complexity of the case, despite the fact that the vault was in a silver shop standing beside Freemasons Hall, a place steeped in secrets, Strike and Robin agree to investigate. The silver shop itself is no ordinary business. It deals in Masonic silverware, objects tied to rituals and ceremonies of a brotherhood that thrives on mystery. Ornate chalices, engraved symbols, pieces that whisper of long-held traditions and hidden meanings. To step inside is to step into history layered with secrecy. For Strike and Robin, the shop is more than a backdrop. It is a doorway into a world where not everything is as it appears. The vault, with its gruesome discovery, becomes the heart of their search. Whose body was really hidden there? And why? As Strike and Robin dig deeper, they realize this case is not about a single missing man. It is about several. Men who have disappeared quietly, their absences brushed aside, their stories cut short. Each of them could match the description of the corpse in the vault. Each of them leaves behind unanswered questions, broken families, and silences that refuse to fade. What begins as one woman's plea grows into something much larger, a puzzle with too many missing pieces, each pointing to hidden corridors of London, each tied to the world of the Freemasons and the shadows of crime. Through it all, the partnership between Strike and Robin remains the core of the story. Their rhythm is familiar now, Strike, large and often blunt, his body bearing the weight of war and his mind sharpened by years of experience. Robin, equally sharp, her instincts precise, her courage steady. They move together through interviews, through tense conversations with those who would rather leave the dead unexamined. They argue, they debate, but always circle back to trust. Yet beneath the surface, another tension builds. Robin has a boyfriend now, Detective Ryan Murphy. A man who fits neatly into the pattern of her life. A man Strike notices, perhaps too often. For Strike, the investigation is not the only labyrinth. His heart, long shielded, begins to push against its walls. Every glance at Robin carries with it an unspoken question. Every moment spent near her sharpens the conflict within him. The further they press into the case, the more dangerous it becomes. The body in the vault is not simply evidence of murder, it is a warning, a symbol that someone has gone to great lengths to bury the truth. The Freemasons Hall looms like a character of its own. Its walls hold ceremonies most never see, its corridors echo with whispers of power and allegiance. The silver that glitters on its shelves seems almost to mock the investigators, as though daring them to uncover what lies beneath. Strike and Robin speak to silversmiths, shop workers, those connected to the missing men. Each conversation opens a new thread, but instead of clarity, it weaves a deeper knot. Was the dead man truly an armed robber? Was he a victim of betrayal? Or was he one of the others, the forgotten men whose names surface only in whispers? As days turn into nights filled with notes, theories, and long walks down London streets, the danger sharpens. Someone does not want Strike and Robin close to the truth. Warnings arrive in subtle forms, a word dropped, a door slammed, a silence heavy enough to feel like a threat. But Strike has never been one to turn away. And Robin, with her quiet determination, proves again that she is more than a partner, she is an equal. Together, they face the shadows, even as the case grows more twisted. Amid the conspiracies, the rituals, and the missing men, there beats a more human story. Decima Mullins and her child. The grief of families left behind. The uncertainty of not knowing whether a loved one is alive or dead. This is what drives Strike forward. Beyond the challenge of solving a puzzle, beyond the thrill of exposing secrets, it is the human heart that compels him. And perhaps, in a quieter way, it is also what binds him to Robin. For beneath the steel of his exterior, there is compassion. Beneath the structure of their work, there is something unspoken, something fragile, waiting. The Hallmarked Man is not just a crime novel. It is a meditation on identity, on hidden lives, on the price of silence. The silver shop, with its glittering masks, becomes a symbol of the world Strike and Robin must navigate, a place where beauty conceals brutality, where tradition conceals corruption. The Freemasons Hall represents more than ritual. It represents the walls people build to keep outsiders away. And in the midst of it all are Strike and Robin, outsiders by nature, pressing always against the doors that others would keep shut. By the time the threads begin to converge, by the time the picture grows sharper, the stakes are higher than either of them imagined. For Strike, the case is more than a job. It is a test of endurance, of loyalty, of the line between professional distance and personal truth. For Robin, it is another step into the life she has chosen, a life of danger, of shadows, but also of meaning. And for the reader, or the listener, the Hallmarked Man is a journey. A journey through silver-lit corridors, through the minds of the missing, through the hearts of those who seek answers when none are offered. It is a reminder that beneath every polished surface lies a story waiting to be uncovered. A reminder that truth, no matter how deeply it is buried, has a way of shining through. So when you open this novel, be prepared. You will step into the vault alongside Strike and Robin. You will feel the chill of discovery, the weight of mystery, the pulse of danger. And you will not want to leave until the final page. Because the Hallmarked Man is more than a mystery. It is a mirror held up to secrecy, a spotlight cast on hidden corners, and above all, a testament to the unbreakable partnership of two detectives whose story is far from finished. That was the story of the Hallmarked Man, a Cormoran Strike novel, a tale of murder, mystery, and the haunting pull of secrets hidden in plain sight. If you enjoyed this atmospheric journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more audiobook-style storytelling. And tell me in the comments. What do you think lies behind the vault doors of London's most secret societies? The Silver Vault holds secrets, the city whispers lies, and Cormoran Strike and Robin Ellacott have only just begun to uncover the truth. But every answer brings more questions, and every step closer to the heart of the mystery could be their most dangerous yet. Stay with us, because the story of the Hallmarked Man is far from over.